there shall never be again extrajudicial killings or political assassinations.
Hi everyone, hope you are doing well from wherever you are watching this channel, depending on your time zone. Now, if you listen to the statement that we opened this discussion with, you will get to question so many things in Ruto's statement. Ruto promised in the burial of the late CDF Franz Ogolla that there shall never be again extrajudicial killing or political assassination. So if we have to analyze that statement in that burial, is he telling us that the one we have had is the last one? Or what did he mean by that statement? That Ogolla is going to be the last and never again shall we have such? I am wondering and I'm still questioning. I don't know who writes speech for Ruto, but that's what he said. Because when he say, we Kenyans, we will interpret his statement. And this is what Kenyans are interpreting from his statement. These are not my own words, that the president said, never again shall we have any extrajudicial killing or political assassination. Never again. So was it the last one? And if so, who engineered it? So many questions. Now, in the burial of the CDF, final send-off, the last service, where leaders got a chance to speak, there is a statement that Ruto was trying to give to the people, trying to appeal to the masses that there is nothing like extrajudicial killing or organized accident to claim the life of the late CDF under his watch. But you look at his face, the tone, it tells you this is a man who is doubting so many things and even not even believing in what he's telling the people, but trying to convince the people. But I want you to keenly listen to the reaction of the people. This was the head of state addressing the mourners, yet there was murmuring. There was some noise from the back, but the head of state was speaking. What did that one mean when Ruto was addressing the people? What was the meaning of that noise?
Moment for us and for me, because I did make a commitment to the people of Kenya. And I have this to say. It is true, we have lost many Kenyans because of extrajudicial killings. It is also true that we have lost many Kenyans because of political assassinations. And I made a commitment to the people of Kenya that there will never be, and let me say this, as has been said here by others, for the avoidance of doubt and without any fear of contradiction, there shall never be again extrajudicial killings or political assassinations.
Now we are continuing this particular discussion, but just a quick request for those who are watching and you have not yet subscribed, please consider subscribing. To our returning subscribers, I must say thank you so much. And again to all our viewers, please give this video a thumbs up. Thank you so much, and back to this discussion. Now, before we go to the issue of heckling and the noise coming from the background, there is one thing this regime can do to prove their statement correct. If they dig deeper into the situation where we lost Musando and bring culprits to the book, then people are going to trust their statement. But as long as they will not tell us how Msando died and the culprits taking responsibility, we will treat this statement as a mere political statement to fit the situation at that moment. Right now, they are in power, intelligence at their disposal, they have all the machinery they need, they have the money, our taxes. So, they can still dig deeper into this investigation and bring out the truth. But as long as this will remain a mere statement without turning, without leaving any stone unturned, like what Oburu Dinga said yesterday, we cannot trust their statement until we see it happening. If they come and tell us that we are finally nailed down to the crooks who claimed the life of Jacob Juma, then we will trust them. But as long as they don't tell us that, and very many other Kenyans who lost their life in, circumstances that we cannot even explain, they have to tell us. But if it is going to remain like there will be no more killing of Kenyans, body found in Yala, and you don't investigate, deal with those who did these things, this heinous act, we will still treat your statement as a mere political statement to fit the audience you are addressing. Hiyo tu ndio itakuwa, na hiyo ndio vile Wakenya wanasema. Haya si maneno yangu. I read the comments. That's what they're saying. So you have the power and everything at your disposal. It is not time to talk too much. It is time to act. The issue of talking, leave it to opposition, because they don't have power, they don't have influence of money, they don't have the intelligence. But the state has the intelligence, they have the money and everything. So it is time for the state to act, but the time for opposition to speak. The opposite is happening here. As if it is the opposition that have everything, and the government, which is now in charge, they don't have anything. So they resort only to tokenism. It has to change. But beside this, a question people are asking, why was it that when the president, William Samoei Ruto, was addressing the people, there was murmuring from the background? People are asking, why is it that when Mheshimiwa Ruto was addressing the crowd, people were not listening to him, instead they were talking? There was kind of heckling. There was kind of noise, because now Ruto is the head of state and the government. So when he speaks, the nation is speaking. People have to listen. But there was noise. That alone is disrespect to the head of state. The question is, how comes people are disrespecting Ruto? What led to this? Kwa nini Ruto alikuwa anapigiwa kelele when the crowd need to respect the head of state? There is disagreement between the mourners and the state. The crowd did not believe in the statement that Ruto was giving. If they were in agreement, they will be clapping for Ruto or listening in silence. But keen listening. Instead, there was murmuring. There were disagreement. There's a perception that has been built among the people that the state might have, in one way or another, involved in claiming the life of CDF ogolla. Whether it's true or not, some of the statements that were being issued by Ruto's close ally people like Aden Duale, when he speak, listen to Aden Duale and others, he said they should not go unpunished. And he was there. So such statement make Kenyans to question too many things. And because of that, there was no way Mourners are going to agree with the Mheshimiwa Ruto statement. So there was murmuring. People are not comfortable with Ruto's statement. They believe that in one way or another, they have some questions to answer. Yes, the son had different views, maybe because he was compromised in one way or another. But the public have different views. They believe differently. So this noise alone should tell Ruto that many people in this barrio did not believe in his statement. If they did so, they will listen keenly. But they were making noise because they never trust William Ruto and his statement. So the perception is that there are questions that the state needs to answer to the people about the death of Ogolla. That is why we had this noise. I don't know your views, but let us submit in the comment section to continue with this discussion. Thank you so much, and see you in our next video. And by the way, when Ruto talk about the issue of no more extrajudicial killing, can you tell us what happened to the Meru blogger, Sniper? It happened under his watch. He is the president, but that young man lost his life. He was killed. What was that?